Hello and welcome to one of our final Swiss round matches in the Pentaforce tournament. I am one of your commentators, Almighty Bobbino. I'm joined here in the booth with Chrono JJ. Today we're going to be having an elimination match, win or go home. Bobbing4Fries taking on jveth.
Yeah, both these guys are 2-2, so this is they lose and they're done until the next tournament, and so this is big. Hopefully we'll have a good match here, and you're gonna have to explain this to me. So, jveth, what is do it, Cade Sophie? What does that mean? Do you know?
You know, I always try to figure out what their starting names mean, and it looks like do it for Cade, but I can't figure out who that
those
might
are
be.
probably his kids.
Oh, you're so smart.
Man, how can you can't go against a guy who's doing it for his kids?
And it looks like we got the race starting here in about 10 seconds, so we'll be seeing where we start off and seeing which decisions everyone decides to go with right off the start.
Yeah, here we go, getting ready.
Yeah, and as Shaddy said, jveth going for the family percent run on this rando.
Either the kids or the dogs. Oh, here we go. Down in the bottom right corner. As far as the start, it's an all right start. You got a lot of caves right near here, but if you're trying to go to the left or middle side of the map, it's kind of far away. So these guys take deaths on the overworld. It could be pretty rough for them, but we'll see. We'll see how they do.
And you gotta like finding the wood sword right off the bat.
Yeah, it's crazy. The very first cave. This is the thing people dream about when they're playing these, is getting that sword in the very first cave they look at. Oh man, expensive bombs at 33. That's quite a bit.
And we're also going to get a nice early peek at our coast item here, see if it's going to be necessary to circle back once the ladder is spotted.
And Bobbing gets that bomb drop off of the first enemy he kills, so that'll help out. Did he check the coast, or did I miss it?
I think he turned around.
He didn't check the coast. I wonder if he forgot, or if he's just trying to troll us. Ooh, level 4 found. Is he going to do much digging in level 4? I would probably take a little peek in there and see. And it's nice that they got a set of hints pretty close to start too, later on if they find the book.
These Wizrobes are doing their best to prevent them from doing any exploring early, though.
Yeah, it's the orange ones, though. They're not too bad. We don't know what HP they are yet, but they're not... Oh, you know, these guys. These blue ones, those guys make me shiver. I think it's a couple early keys already. That's pretty good for jveth.
Especially because I think I just saw on Bobbing's side that the keys are kind of expensive this time around, too.
So now he's going the other way. Oh, he comes into the T. Oh, there's the Triforce just sitting right there to be taken. And oh, got some Wizrobes playing defense. And he goes over and found a bomb hole over here. So level 4 does have one item. It'll be in a staircase, and oh, bopped by a Wizrobe. So that's our first death of the night, I think. But yes, so these runners, before they leave 4, they'll try to find the item, because 4 is one of the smaller of the dungeons. So definitely try to get that item before they head out.
Yeah, digging 4 on Wood Sword 3 Hearts isn't your worst choice. I mean, it's not 7 at least.
Yeah, I mean, the enemies are... This is a tough enemy set, though, for 3 hearts and the wood sword. But the nice thing is they already know the Triforce. They don't have to be clearing the rooms. They just need to find the staircase. jveth punching through the keys. Look like they're at their normal health. And Bobbing's getting up against the likes, or pancakes, as people like to call them. Oh, takes a death. That's a rude room for a dark room. You can't see where the blocks are.
Yeah, you can't see where you can escape, and the likes are already deceiving enemies where it feels like they should be easy to kill, but you always end up taking a bop if you're not paying too much attention.
Yeah, it looks like they maybe rolled a little bit lower health than normal. Looks like they're taking fewer shots, but yeah, they're still an annoying enemy, especially in a dark room where you can't really tell where you're going. Now there's the heart container lying on the floor for jveth, and he's used 2 of these keys. Looks like he's going down to the bottom portion of the map, so looks like he's thinking the ladders, or not the ladder, the item, which could be the ladder, I guess, is going to be down at the bottom. Oh, he got bopped. He killed the one pancake and the other one didn't die through the bomb, so it got him as soon as the first one died. That's a rough death.
Pancake's definitely leading our killing spree so far.
Yeah, they are. So we should keep stats for which monsters have killed the most people.
We'll get a ticker at the bottom, like Sports Center.
Right. So I'm thinking the item's probably down on that corner, so you'd probably have to make kind of a long way down there. Because it's kind of a winding route where they kind of got to go to the right, down to the left, and then down some more.
And just as a reminder for people that might have showed up a couple minutes late, I don't have a way to show you where start was, but it was right outside the Lost Woods.
Yeah, is there a way to mark the start, or do people normally not mark it? I don't know if there's a marker for the start. Man, jveth is down to just half a heart again, and still, we're still looking for the item.
Between the 2 screens, we have almost full coverage and still haven't spotted what we got in for.
Yeah, I think all they got left is just the bottom portion down by where jveth is headed. I think that's the only rooms they haven't checked for the staircase.
Bobbing dodging the second Wizrobe hit to be able to find the heart himself.
Yeah, so now they're pretty much the same area. Bobbing just a room behind. To get through these likes. Oh, it looks ladder block. The item looks like it's ladder blocked in 4, so they aren't even gonna be able to get it right now. I think that's gonna be the only way down to those bottom rooms, and looks like it's ladder block, so they will have to come back to 4.
Yeah, jveth deciding to grab that Triforce and probably be heading in another direction.
Yep, and Bobbing just got the bad news, so that is the end of level 4 for now. So probably both runners probably feeling a little bit down about what happened in 4, having both wasted kind of a little bit of a time really for nothing, because the Triforce is just like 2 rooms away from the start. But what we know is that both of them basically wasted the same amount of time. And now we're going to get a check on the coast item, which is the power bracelet. Wouldn't say that's the best coast item to be on there. Usually I'm excited when it's something like the red ring or one of the required items, but you never know, the power bracelet might end up being required depending on where some of the dungeons are. So for those of you who maybe are new to the Zelda, so the power bracelet gives you access to spots on the overworld where you have to push a rock to get into one of the caves. So it could be required, although usually it isn't. And he did look like Bobbing purchased a candle there.
Yep, found it in our normal heart rock space.
Alright, well, it's pretty cool that you can get the candle without having to waste one of the heart pickups. Usually money isn't much of a problem in these seeds, so if you can buy the candle, it's generally for the best. And 250 rupees for the blue ring. I think that is the standard price, actually. And jveth is literally just running just a hair behind Bobbing, just checking the same rooms.
Yeah, coming to close to 9 minutes in, and both people taking the same path and just being a couple seconds behind each other, depending on when you look. Ooh, and a 1 rupee small secret.
Oh, 1 rupee, and jveth gets killed by one of those red Lionels. Or orange, I guess, depending on which color you want to go with. That's tough, too, because, like I said, the starting spot being on this corner of the map, once you check those few close caves right next to it, you gotta do a lot of backtracking when you die, just because of where it's at.
And it kind of compounds onto what we were talking about earlier, where both runners have to feel behind because they dug 4 and didn't get much out of it.
There's level 5. I think that was just below the vanilla letter spot, is what it looked like to me. Yep, yeah, that's where it was.
And that blue heat-seeking missile decides to take out Bobbing as soon as he walks through the door.
I swear, sometimes I think those are like, there's some AI to program that they follow you on purpose. Maybe there is, I don't know. I think they're supposed to just randomly move, but I don't know. Sometimes it looks like they have a mind of their own, and their mind is to kill Link. Or in this case, I guess Bobbing and Zelda. Medium secret is 38, which is just a little bit above standard, but not a whole lot. And, ooh, 69 large. That is low. That is actually, with the 1 rupee small secret, it's actually probably going to be a little bit harder of money than a normal seed for sure.
Yeah, money is definitely going to be not as easy to come by. Not that medium secret makes it a little better, but it's still not going to be making purchases super easy.
Yeah. And I don't know how good these runners' combat is. Oh, Bobby picked off by a sword beam. But anyway, when it comes to combat, some runners, when their combat isn't quite so good, they'll try to see if they can get an early blue ring purchase. But with the lower secrets and the blue ring being 250, we might not see it end up getting purchased. And it looks like Bobbing is now going to go check the coast item. And we'll find out that it's the power bracelet. And oh, he went in and out too fast. He wasn't able to see what it was. So he had to recheck. That's kind of funny. I've done that before. That kind of, yeah, that's always kind of a bit of a dull moment. Now we got jveth peeking his head into level 5.
And we got Lionel's guarding the southern coast here, so that's always going to be fun.
Yeah, those are tough rooms to get through. jveth navigates past that first set of blue evil worms, and then comes across the second one, and then I don't know why he's leaving. I know there were a bunch of key doors. It looked like he has 1 key. I'm not quite sure why he's leaving 5.
A little synchronization going on there in different parts of the map.
Both getting the 1 rupee secret. And Bobbing is buying the early arrows.
Yeah, definitely something that he does quite often is if he has no idea where silvers are, he'll grab those wooden arrows just to be safe.
Yeah, not a bad purchase. I mean, I'd say most of the time they probably aren't end up needed, but that one or a few times when they are needed, it can save you a ton of time on your opponent if you didn't get it. But yeah, with that arrow purchase, I think we'd probably be sure that he's not ever going to buy the blue ring. Oh, shoot. Got things falling over here. So on jveth, both runners are going into previously uncharted territory. jveth finds another ring shop underneath the waterfall. That one rupee pickup is such a waste of time. But the problem is you have to pick it up because you never know if it's going to be the large or the medium. And there's bait for 74. And ooh, level 6 up above the waterfall.
Level 6 is another one where it can be worth it to dig it. It's just a matter of how comfortable you are with what enemy set drops in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's a little bit of a bigger dungeon. It's not super huge, but yeah, you're right. If it's got tough monsters running through it, it can be a pain to go through. And I don't think we've seen any monsters yet to even know what set it's going to be.
Yeah, just a couple keys so far.
Hey, all these rooms are empty. Oh, see, now this is a big room right here. That could be blocking an item. And then we find a whole bunch of mummies having the Triforce in his gut. And you gotta kill him. And yeah, I'd probably just pick up the Triforce and then come back in. Oh, level 2. I didn't see where level 2 was. Did you happen to catch it?
I actually didn't. I was watching to see if jveth picked up the Triforce.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So if somebody in chat could maybe give us a holler and let us know where level 2 was so we can throw that on the map. And jveth isn't going into level 6. He's dipping out of that too. Which I can't really blame him because there's a decent chance that the item in there was blocked by the Goma. So maybe that's why he's doing it. He doesn't want to waste time. Oh, 2 was in vanilla level 1. Okay.
Yeah, I can't really blame jveth for backing out on that one. Knowing there's the possible arrow block and seeing that the room you're in was going to take a lot of combat to get through anyway, grab the Triforce, turn around, and do a little more exploring.
Oh, the wand is the white sword item. That is... Okay, you already got... Man, whoever's I don't know if you tracking or if that's Gary and scenes, but these things are just popping up on the map as soon as I see them.
Definitely time for a good shout out. We have the wonderful Tails MK4 showing up to take over our tracking duties. So thank you very much, Tails.
Yes, thanks, Tails. You're a great guy.
And the commands in chat remind me that it's also a good time to let everyone know that if you've liked the first section of this race, definitely give our runners a follow. Their links are in chat. Both of them have been doing some great stuff in the tournament so far to make it to this pseudo playoff spot. So yeah, definitely give them a follow.
And Shadow Omega asked in chat if jveth has a candle, and yeah, I don't think he has a candle yet, so that is gonna put a little bit of a damper on his exploration, where he's gonna have to skip every single room that has the cave underneath the tree. And now they're both in level 2, so level 2 will have just one item. And unlike most of the other items in the game, this item is just on the ground. It's not in a staircase, so it could be just... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No worries. I was just going to say a little more synchronization on these guys. They both just died in the same red dark nut room, just a couple seconds apart.
Yeah, this is crazy. But yeah, so they'll be looking for the item, which might appear, depending on just how the randomizer decided. It could just be lying on the floor as soon as they go in a room, or they might have to clear. Oh, there it is. It's the ladder in level 2. That is a great item to get early on. Because now what that means is Bobbing can go back into 4 if he wants to and get that item out of the bottom that was ladder blocked. And then he'll also be able to get the power bracelet off of the coast, which, while isn't 100% necessary, and he kills all the baddies and just gets the Triforce. So Bobbing's probably done with level 2.
Yeah, and if it keeps going this way, where these guys are just a few minutes apart, it's gonna come down to our great equalizer, level 9, for yet another race.
But yeah, that was a really outside of that one death for him, that was a really fast level 2. He got that item quick, and then I think it was the next room he got that Triforce. So it's gonna be tough for jveth to keep up with that pace, because that was a good level 2.
luckily, from what I've seen so far for jveth, the bushes that Bobbing's got to burn so far have only been secrets, so while the money would help, he's not missing any key levels or anything super important so far.
And jveth is picking up the Triforce as well, but he didn't get the item yet, so I'm hoping he's going to go back in and get... Yep. And so the white wand being the white sword, it's going to be randomly between 4 and 6 hearts that it's going to be needed to pick up. But they already checked with 4 hearts, so it's either going to be 5 or 6 hearts that they'll need for that.
Yeah, Bobbing doing us the courtesy there and making sure it wasn't 4 and moving on.
And jveth getting his ladder. So he actually got through level 2 pretty quick as well. Just a little bit slower than Bobbing, but not too much.
Bobbing gonna go look at the top of the mountain here, see what vanilla level 5 is holding for us.
And we'll see. He went the long way up. That's what you gotta do when you don't screen scroll. And it looks like it's just a potion shop.
That might be more frustrating than walking 4 screens up to get 1 rupee.
Yeah. Yeah. And jveth, he's probably got to be feeling a little bit down about himself in that he hasn't gotten a candle yet. Because, well, as you point, oh, there's level 6. Oh, we already got level 6. That's right. I forgot we already found that. But with him not having the candle, even though we know it hasn't uncovered anything yet, I mean, there's still a lot of places he's going to have to go back and explore. Because I don't think we haven't found a take any yet. Or, yeah, we haven't found one of those yet.
Yeah, because the candle that Bobbing has, he actually purchased, so none of the take any's have actually showed up yet.
Nope. So Bobbing's got a whole bunch of keys, so I would think we'd see him go through levels, maybe? Well, see, he might have the same mindset as jveth, looking at that Goma block and the possible item there. And maybe he might not go through the rest of the level yet.
And jveth running into an accident on the overworld there.
Yeah, those deaths, they really do hurt with where you start. I'm wondering, he might go back to 4 now that he has the ladder. Yeah, that's where he's going. Good choice, because with him dying, and he's right next to 4, he might as well check anyway. I mean, he knows where it's going to be. It's one of those bottom rooms. And yeah, Bobbing is noping out of 6-2 with that early Triforce.
Yeah, I can't blame him. He has wood arrows, but neither one's found the bow yet, so he can't necessarily just stab the Gome in the eye with the arrows yet.
Yeah, I gotta find something to shoot him with. Too bad he can't throw them. jveth's gotta be careful. 1 heart will get 1 hit, will kill him. And bobbing up on Death Mountain, this is our first peek into Death Mountain, so we'll see what's up there. And just getting that Octorok taking his money. Oh, somebody's Shadow Mega is pointing out in chat that Bobbing was doing the screen scroll in the water room where he already has the ladder, so he might have forgotten he had the ladder. Just do a little faster.
To be fair, I watched the entire screen scroll and that didn't click in my mind either.
No, I didn't think of it. There's another candle, 41 for the candle there. I don't remember if he purchased the 41 candle or what.
Yeah, I can't remember how much he paid, but the bombs were also at 39, so...
Yeah, that's expensive. That's just one off. So jveth, down in the bottom, we find what the item is. And there it is. There's a staircase. We will see in just a moment.
So this can definitely be a difference maker.
It's the book. That can be very helpful.
Literally.
And what does the book do? Now in this tournament, what's the book do for us?
So the book does its normal thing of letting the wand create fires where it lands. But in this tournament, our Pentaforce turn, we also added in that it allows all of our secrets, shopkeepers, old men, everything that you find around the map will say the same phrase unless you are carrying the book, in which case you can understand them normally and get good factual secrets from them.
And there are the hints right here in this screen that jveth is going into. So we will see our first set of 3 hints. Level 2 with the heart container. Oh, no, that's level 3. Let me have it. That's level 3 as a heart container.
Yeah, level 3 with the heart container.
Well, that'll save him a little bit of time, knowing that he doesn't need to go there. Gleeok lurks with the book. What a useless hint. Crazy old lady. And Gleeok also returned, so
he got at least one good hint. He found out level 8 has his bow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so one of the items in level 8 is the bow. So that is big. And we haven't found level 8 yet. So we don't know where that bow is. So well, we know it's in level 8, but we don't know where level 8 is. And I would think that Bobbing is about to find his book as well. I would think as soon as he finds it, he would go right to that hint shop as well.
Yeah, definitely good to get information about the bow. We weren't quite in the race I saw about an hour ago where the 2 hints told you where bow and silvers were, but half the puzzle is definitely important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that could save some time digging later on if they find the silvers just kind of through their way and then they know the bow's in 8. They won't really need to do a whole lot more searching. And bobbing all the way in the corner, finding an old man that's apparently asleep. And now he's got to go back up and run past the Aqua Menace and get his bow or his book. Show me the money. What an annoying message for when your money gets taken from you. And now he's going to get his book. Now, did Bobbing get the Triforce out of level 4? I see it's not marked currently, but I thought he grabbed it.
I just saw when he updated that he got it.
Okay, so yeah, I thought so. So both runners are at 3 Triforces. Both have the same items right now, except for Bobbing has that candle that jveth has not found yet.
Yeah, really our only differences so far, Bobbing has that candle advantage, and jveth's already found out where his bow is, so we'll see which one ends up mattering a little more.
Mm-hmm. And I guess Bobbing did buy the arrows as well. And Bobbing it looks like he's not going to the hint location, so that could, I don't know if maybe he forgot or he's saving it for later, but that could maybe hurt him later on with that very important hint about 8 having the bow. Oh, there's the letter for the potions. jveth's got that letter. And now going to the bottom left part of the map, which we have not gone to yet either. And both runners still looking for that Armos item as well. Not found the Armos item. Which that'll be an item that's underneath these. There's several rooms in, I think, 5 or 6 rooms. I don't remember the exact number of rooms, but there's rooms with statues on the overworld. And one of those rooms will randomly have an item underneath these statues, which are called Armos. And it could be this room right here that jveth is in.
And Bobbing finds level 1.
What was that under the Armos? That looked like it maybe was the boomerang?
I honestly missed it watching. Oh, it was Lord Banana. We found out from Shadow Magi.
So not much of a useful item. jveth now is cruising through all of our warps. There's 4 warps, and he's checking all of them out.
So meanwhile, Bobbing has found level 1, and level 1 is the level you want to find, because it has 2 item drops, and one of those items are going to be out in the open a little easier to find than many others. And finds a heart piece as I say that.
And that could be the item, or it could be... No, it can't be the heart container, because we know it's in 3, so that's not the item. So that's just the heart container for the dungeon. So yeah, we still got 1 item on the floor and 1 in the stairs, wherever those may be.
By the way, I missed exactly when jveth was taking them, but looking at the tracker, those might be my favorite take entry roads in a while.
yeah, I noticed that all just 3 of them right next to each other and 1 just the top right. Or maybe, no, well wait, there might be, yeah, 1 is in... Oh, I guess we're still missing 1. I don't remember where the 4th one was. Yeah, the one's the Armos. I don't think that one that we missed was really a very good one. I thought it was next to another one. But that's... Oh, died to the... right before he cleared that room.
It always feels bad to die right after you drop the bomb, because even though we still got 4, you still feel like you wasted one.
And now I don't think you ever exit and re-enter the room, so I think you might have to re-clear the entire room.
And jveth found our first take any and decided to snag a blue candle.
Finally gets the 30-minute candle. It's probably not going to be a good feeling for him, knowing, oh, he's in level 1 too. And now we see Bobbing going in and out after he's killing the monsters. So what that does is it saves the room so that now if he dies, it won't replenish all the way to the full. And he's also using that to check to see if there's an easy enemy you can kill, which looks like the rope might be the easy enemy. But we'll see here if it's going to be the 3 blue or the rope is back. All right, so it looks like he's just going to go in and out every time and kill that rope.
Definitely wood sword, only 3 hearts left. Definitely a good idea.
Yeah, because those dark nuts... oh, no, he's going to have to kill the 2 dark nuts. And one thing to note is that Bobbing doesn't know about that. Oh, those are low HP dark nuts, too. They're lower than normal. But Bobbing doesn't know about that seat there, the tip that's level 3 at the heart container. So he could possibly be confused and think that maybe the heart is the item in this level.
And that Triforce almost spawned directly on his face.
Oh, there's the recorder. That is the basement item in level 1.
Definitely with the early Triforces we got here too, the recorder can definitely help move around this map, since we got levels all over the place, and jveth and Bobbing both have 2, 4, and 6, and shortly 1 to transport to.
Yeah, that'll really help with the kind of poor start, especially with level 1 being way over near Death Mountain. Once they get that recorder and Triforce, they can zip all the way across the map. This might be our item room that Bobbing is in, but he is out of bombs, so he's going to have to take the sword to these dark nuts to get the... see if this is the item. I don't remember if jveth killed... I wasn't looking when he found the staircase, so I don't remember if this is the staircase room.
I believe he found it in a reverse C.
Okay, so this will be a lot of work for nothing unless this happens, which I don't know if this can have a... Maybe it can have a floor drop. I forget the exact parameters. And oh, jveth takes a death. Yeah, nothing in that room. That's always a bad feeling too, when you kill all the monsters, hoping it might have a ladder, or a staircase, hoping it might have an item, and then you get nothing. Bobbing does get that Triforce. And it looks like he might be leaving level 1, not having picked up the... correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he ever got the floor item.
No, he didn't get either item in there, so definitely interesting choice to be leaving with 2 items out there.
Wonder if he'll go back. Yeah, it looks like he's going out of it. I guess he is out of bombs. So he might be bomb blocked out of finishing the last of that level. That might have been the case. jveth coming to the bottom half of 1. He's still looking for that. I'm pretty sure he's still looking for the floor item too. There's a key. Well, that's helpful because he was at 0 keys.
Bobbing likely going to swoop by and grab his power bracelet here.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of a misstep with the ladder. He'll get it now. Really wants a bomb drop out of the Octoroks. By the item in level 1, the floor item could be in this room with the 3-headed Gleeok. And jveth is not going to fight it right now. I guess he's still got just a couple rooms left to look, but he's probably hoping that it's not going to be in with the Gleeok, because that is a little bit of a tough fight with just those few hearts and only the wood sword. Through these, well, the red Dark Nut might almost have as much HP as the blue. Poor Bobbing desperately killing all the blue enemies on the overworld, open for bomb. There he gets some bombs.
jveth decided not to mess with that blue dark nut room that Bobbing had to go through.
And we'll have our first power bracelet check. Oh, it does have a level 7, but he probably... level 7 is a very unrewarding dungeon at times.
This could be a staircase in the first room. That could be something.
It could be, or it could just be the transport. I know level 7 does have a couple transports. He's trying to get that block clip down. A little bit of, there he goes. And just a transport. Couldn't be so lucky. Of course not, it's level 7. And the one bad thing, real bad thing for Bobbing running out of bombs in level 1, without getting the recorder, it's going to take him a while to get back to level 1. In case the silvers or that floor item, could take a little bit of time for him to backtrack over there.
And we're going to have to wait a little bit to find out what it is, because jveth has decided to go exploring a bit.
Oh, and we found a level 9 up on Death Mountain. Very helpful. That's right next to level 1, where you can just warp to level 1 and then hop right on over to 9. Now, with this flag set, the silvers that we're looking for could be in level 9, because our runners only need 5 Triforces to get into 9. So they could get all 5 heading to 9, and 9 having 2 items. One of those could be our silvers that we're still looking for. Garion in chat was hoping for 9 and 8 to be raft blocked. Well, we know 9 isn't. 8 still could be.
And while that was going on in Stage 7, jveth did confirm our white sword wand was only 5 hearts and was able to pick that up.
And that is helpful, because the wand is, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the wand is twice the power of the wood sword. And then what you can also do with the wand is, if you fire the wand and your sword at the same time, it will add up all of that damage. So it's a very useful item, especially when you have the wood sword.
Yeah, I know that if you have white sword and wand and do them at the same time, it's the same as using mags for damage-wise.
And with the wand, jveth is going back in level 1, so he's probably feeling a little more confident in his ability to kill the Gleeok and clear whatever items he might have to clear yet.
And in the spirit of these guys deciding to stay as close as possible, Bobbing4Fries just picked up his wand.
Yeah, you're right. Throughout this whole game, they've really kind of been mirroring each other. And oh, there's the silvers!
Oh no.
Floor item. And that was not with the Gleeok. Is Bobbing?
But Bobbing is.
He is.
And I think what he just did is... Oh, okay, I got it wrong. I thought he was doing that so he could pirouette and open the key door.
Oh, but that was the room the silvers were in that he just went through, wasn't it?
It was.
I hope he doesn't think he cleared it already. Because the room next to it is the room with the Triforce, and the two rooms kind of have the same looking monsters. And he does get a bomb upgrade. I think that was just 2 bombs, right?
Yep, just brought him up to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2 rooms had almost identical enemy sets, so I could definitely see that he might think that he cleared that one.
Mm-hmm. Hope not, because that could be a pain where he'd have to re-clear every room. Or just forget about it and then later on realize, yeah, that was the silvers. And nope, jveth has the Triforce out of 1.
Yeah, and that's if he ever realizes that that's the room he didn't clear, too.
Mm-hmm. He might end up going down and finishing off the Gliak and getting nothing for his troubles. So both runners do have 4 Triforces. Bobbing does not have the silvers or the recorder. He's still looking for both items in one. Oh, we found level 3.
Level 3 is definitely a good one to find when you only need 1 Triforce left. It's not a huge map, and he knows the bow is an 8, so he might wait and try and find 8.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have to dig 8, you might as well just wait till you find 8, I would say. And yeah, he knows from the hints that 3 has the heart container, and he found the next set of hints, but he doesn't really need the hints anymore because he knows where silvers are, bow are, and I believe he was the one that found level 9 too, so he doesn't need any more hints.
Yeah, exactly. There's not really anything a hint could tell him that would be game-breaking for him right now.
Because I don't think those can say where the levels are, so I don't think that would be able to help him pinpoint where 8 is. Well, he is, but Bobbing is clearing this Gliak out. And he does get it, and he just gets the compass. And this might be the last room for Bobbing in level 1, in which case picking up the key is now... Well, he might have the bottom left one due yet, but that might be, I think that might be the last room for him in level 1. And then if he's got that room as marked as having already cleared it, he's going to be in for a little bit of a surprise when he clears this room. And there is a key and no floor item yet. Oh no, he's got 1 room on the top right he didn't go to yet.
And I can tell you from the post-race interview for Bobbing's last race that I commentated for, his tracking method is pen and paper, so it might be one of those things where he doesn't mark every room as he goes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, jveth takes a death, but that's not too bad because if he wants to go back there, he can just warp back.
Yeah, and that death highlights one thing where jveth definitely has the advantage knowing where Bo is, having silvers, but both these guys are both still on green tunic, have low hearts, wood swords, so combat can definitely be a difference maker.
Oh, Bobbing's clearing the room that he needs to clear right now. So he must have skipped it earlier. And he should be able to have no problem with the wand. Killing it. There he goes. There he's got the silvers.
All right, so that's got to feel good for Bobbing that he was justified in his decision to go back there. He picked up Recorder for transportation. He's got half of the puzzle to be able to take down Ganon.
Mm-hmm. Now he just needs 1 more Triforce, and he does not get the hint about level 8. So he will not know that the bows are in 8. But if he does find 8, I'm sure he'll dig it, because 8 does have 2 items. So, and he finds the banana, and he gets it. Gets that boomerang. The one advantage Bobbing does have right now is jveth, with having the late candle, is a bit behind on exploration. Because he's clearing out a lot of rooms that Bobbing already cleared. So that'll save a little bit of time for Bobbing.
And a lot of those burn spots are sporadic, so it's not just one slick path that he has to go back and cover. He almost has to completely recover his overworld to catch up.
Ooh, gets picked off by another sword beam. And no, Tails, I don't remember either of the runners finding the magical sword spot, so it's still missing in action. Going ahead, and as we're talking,
I believe someone requested a magical sword spot.
If you want to ask Tails about level 8, I'm sure we could find that pretty quick for you. Might be right here. No, just an old lady. And he's using the recorder to warp over to level 6. Oh, is he gonna dig level 6? He is. See, not getting the hint is gonna probably cost him a substantial amount of time here. And the bad thing about that hint is it's like 2 screens away from, maybe 3 screens away from start.
And the other thing is 6 is arrow blocked for at least that room. That could be our item, so he might dig 6 and not get anything from it.
Yeah. And he might have, I wonder if maybe he forgot about those hints being right close to start, because it's kind of a natural thing that, I mean, I think it'd be natural for most runners with it being right next to start, is to kind of take a peek at those hints before doing a lot of dungeon digging, because it could save a lot of time, and in this case, it will save a lot of time.
Especially when it's close to start, because you can even do it for essentially free, because you can do the quit and retry.
Mm-hmm. jveth sitting at 255 rupees. He might end up buying the blue ring if he comes across one of those blue ring shops. He's looking at those wares, not the blue ring there.
Definitely looking at that big shield. If I've died to Lionel's a few times, I can definitely understand looking at it for a little bit.
Right, yeah, because he has taken quite a few deaths. So the blue ring would probably be. I mean, I know I get the blue ring whenever I can. Well, here is another room that could be the item room for Bobby. And if this is it would save him a lot of time. I hope it is for him, so he can get through level 6 quick. I know 6 does have some transports as well, so this could end up being a transport. Dick Dogger gazes along the coast. We haven't found that. Have we found? Yeah, we have. Yeah, we already know that. There he goes. Is this block going to push? It does. It's going to be the item or transport? Oh, just the transport. Maybe it'll come up underneath the golem. Figured out too. Nope. Oof. Could be under the Goma. See, all jveth is looking for right now is he wants level 8. And these are some tough enemies in level 6 too if you're trying to clear it, get through it.
Yeah, it's going to be especially frustrating when you clear it and you either can't get the item because of that block, or find an item that honestly isn't going to help. And
no, Mr. Cab, Bobbing did not get that hint. That was jveth that got the hint about the bow and level 8. And he might be noping out of 6. Looks like he is. So unbeknownst to him, he's making a good decision.
Yeah, definitely the right decision. With the information he has, might be more difficult to tell it's the right decision, but we all know that's the right decision in this case.
Yeah, and we've cleared most of the map. I think it's just the far northwest part of Death Mountain in the Dead Woods that we're still looking for level 8. I think pretty much everything else they've gone through.
There are 2 squares we haven't been looked at yet either, and those need a raft to get to them.
Mm-hmm. That would be awesome if level 8 was raft blocked. I like those kind of seeds. Frustrating to play, but it's just gold to watch. jveth's trying to get through all these Lionels down here on the coast. Oh, another hit. Down he goes. Man, these Lionels have been his bane this game.
That health advantage just prevented Bobbing from dying to Lionels at the exact same time.
And he's visiting the ferry to fill her up.
And Garion is in chat wishing evil upon our runners, saying, especially if the raft is in level 9.
Oh, that would be so evil. Because jveth, he isn't going to go into finds level 8. And if level 8 is raft blocked by raft in 9, oh, that'd be rough. And Bobbing gets another take any, gets his heart. So that at least another use for the recorder. Well, we know recorder isn't needed to get in a level. No, I don't think the entire left got checked. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, if you noticed, Bobbino, but I don't think they went all the way to the top left.
No, I think there's 1 or 2 spots that haven't been checked up there yet.
But could still be in the Dead Woods, and that's where both of them are right now. Another take any for jveth. There it is, level 8, Dead Woods.
So Bobbing definitely stumbling on the right play. Hopefully for his sake he digs this.
I would think he would with 2 items. I mean, you might as well. Here's an item. What is it? Well, not necessarily. Oh, here's a staircase. Could be transport. And it is always going to be the transport, the first stair you find. And jveth is going to duck into level 8 too. So these runners are really neck and neck. This is amazing. For 50 minutes, they've been pretty much on each other's heels.
Now, another thing to consider might be if these dungeons go similar, which these runners have been doing, getting the dungeons done around the same time. I don't know if Bobbing actually saw level 9. jveth might have the advantage there.
Yeah, I don't think Bobbing did find level 9. But jveth is going, he's only got 1 key compared to Bobbing's 3, so that could be a little bit of an issue in 8 too, depending on how many key doors we got and how many keys we find. Is that a transport to nowhere? Nope, does have a bomb hole out of it. And just a bunch of dodongos. Oh, 2 for the price of 1. Right there. That's a good bomb. And of course they're in a drop room with more bombs. Oh. Bobbing takes death.
Definitely can be tricky to hit those enemies as they bounce right past your sword.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be annoying. For me, the most frustrating, other than the blue whiz robe, is the Pole's voice, just because they are so unpredictable with where they go.
Oh, definitely. Fighting Pole's voice without arrows is definitely a headache.
And there he's going to run out of the room and come back in to clear out the little boss there. He's hoping there's just going to be a bomb on the other side over here. And nope. And yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing in the room jveth is in. I don't even think this can have a drop.
We have another staircase on Bobbing's side.
And this will have to be an item. And it's the red ring. Wow, level 8. The ring and the bow.
Definitely a good find there. Bobbing just essentially went from 8 hearts to 24.
Phew. Yeah, the red ring is huge. And I think jveth might just be one screen away from the red ring. And unfortunately, I think he used one of his potion drinks right before he's going to find the red ring. But he's still not going to feel bad at all. I mean, getting the red ring is huge. And there he goes. And Garion points out that based on Bobbing's knowledge, if he finds the Triforce, he could be a possibility to leave 8, but I would think, if he's already got so much of 8 cleared, I would think he'd just finish it while he's here.
Definitely leaning that way with an easier enemy set. He has taken a death, but now he has the red ring, and there's no Wizrobe so far, no Dark Nuts, things like that. So definitely possible he leaves playing the odds, seeing only one item, but with an easy item enemy set and a lot of rooms emptied, probably stick around.
And he gets the hint. He didn't know where level 9 was. Death Mountain is the entrance to death. So that's a nice old man for him to run across.
Yeah, this seed is insistent on these runners staying close together knowledge-wise, and this could...
I think it has to be. Yep, it is. It's the bow. He's ready to go. He just needs to get the Triforce, which jveth just walked past it on the top of the level. And jveth knows the bow is here, so he's definitely going to get that.
That's got to feel good right around 55 minutes, finding the bow, having both parts of the equation to get into level 9 and kill Ganon when you're feeling like your opponent could be ahead of you at this point, because anytime around 50, you're expecting that your opponent could be right there.
Yeah, it seems like the average finishes are usually about around an hour is kind of average. So yeah, he's probably thinking he needs to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. And he's now just looking for the Triforce. Oh, he gets the compass, so he's going to know right where it's at. jveth, he's on the wrong side of 8 right now. He needs to go to the right side. He's almost got all 8 cleared, so he'll be getting his bow pretty quick. So I know Bobbing doesn't know quite where level 9 is, but with that hint, he'll find it pretty quick because level 9 is kind of on the bottom portion of it. So jveth just needs to get the bow, get the Triforce, and then they will be on equal footing essentially on their way to 9.
Yeah, plus Bobbing did clear a few of the squares that are considered Death Mountain to the hints already. He checked Vanilla 9 and a few on the way, so he's probably got a fairly good idea where it is.
And the bow is eluding jveth. I think he might end up getting it in the last room he clears. And Bobbing now has his 5 Triforces. And he will be headed to level 9, which, as we know, and he knows, is up on Death Mountain. Now, Bobbing should just warp to level 1. Though sometimes when you start getting the heat of the moment, you kind of forget that you have the recorder.
Yeah, definitely in an elimination race, those nerves can be a little higher than normal, too.
Oh, now you remembered. Right as he's listening to us. And jveth, he finds the bow. So yeah, he warps to level 1, and if he goes the right way, which looks like he is, he's going to find level 9 in just a minute. Yep, he is in the room for level 9, so he's probably going to end up having about a minute advantage.
So, as we enter level 9, I'm going to remind our viewers what we are looking for. We are looking for 2 major things. A room where you can hear Ganon's roar, which will tell you he is in one of 4 cardinal directions around you, or a room that has a shutter door that will not open after you kill all the enemies, or if you have killed Ganon, a room with a shutter door that opens even if there are enemies left. That is going to be where our kidnapped on Bobbing4Fries screen, most likely Link, and jveth will have Zelda, and that's where you need to go to finish this race.
It looks like Bobbing is trying to load up on bombs before he goes in, because those blue moblins will drop some bombs. Just all he has to do is pop in and out of the dungeon. They're not being helpful though. Yeah, that is great though. Great to have that set of monsters right outside of 9. You run on the bombs. There he goes. And real quick, I think we can go an item recap as they're going into 9. So level 1 had the silver arrows and the recorder. Level 2 had the ladder. Level 3 was the heart container. Level 4 was... You're going to have to help me out. Did they find what was in level 4? I don't think they ever did.
No, I don't believe they ever did clear in 4. Oh no, 4 was book. Thank you, Garion.
Yep, 4 was the book. 5 they didn't get. 6 they didn't get. 7 they didn't get. 8 had the bow and the red ring. And 9, we do not know what are in there either. So we do have quite a few items that we don't know, but none of them that are really going to be very important. Yeah, I don't think there's really not an item that you would even want to get, really. I mean, what are we looking at? The blue boomerang, the red candle.
Maybe white sword?
The raft. Yeah, we do have the white sword, I guess. Could be in level 9, but I wouldn't. Not necessary. So, and I guess, yeah, we do have the amazing toaster points out. We do have the any key, which Bobbing4Fries might look like he's good at 5 keys, but oh, there we got Ganon in a tough room.
Ganon in a Chevy room, always going to make that fight a little more difficult to get that stun lock in.
But he should be all right. I mean, he's got the red ring, and I think he does have potions. 2 hits, looks like. 3. Oh, he could have got the stun lock there, but wasn't able to get him. Oh, just missed it again.
But with red ring, that spot is kind of safe. He can stand there, tank fireballs, and try to get the hits in.
Oh, there's a stun lock. There he goes. Oh, the last hit. Oh, miss. There he goes. Oh, misses the arrow. All right, so he's got Ganon, and that was a fast Ganon find. And now we're going to have to find... Well, I guess he isn't finding Zelda, because it looks like he is Zelda. So I guess he's looking for Link. Somewhere in this large room, or large dungeon. So yeah, now that he's killed Ganon, he'll just be looking for a room that'll have a shutter door that'll open instantly. And jveth, I think he's hearing... He might be hearing Ganon?
He should.
He does. Yeah. Yeah, here he is. So jveth is now on the pig. He should be all right too, having the red ring. I think he only has 1 potion, but he should be able to do it.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't take any hugs directly to the face, he should be able to tank through this.
Oh, and as you say, he takes 2 hugs. Ganon not quite cooperating for him. And okay, he did refill his potion. Ooh, leave their keys. Yeah, see if he can bomb out. Oh, there it goes. He's getting the stun lock there. Oh, lost him. But with another whole tank of potion, he should be all right.
Yeah, definitely drank that red potion to be safe. You don't want to have to walk back here. It's close, but the walk back is not fun.
There he goes. So Ganon is killed on both sides. So what we need to do is find the captured. And there will be a hint that'll say what sector. Well, I guess it could be taken up by like that take any room, but there might be a hint somewhere in here that'll let them know.
Yeah, one of our hint rooms has been taken by the mugger, but we definitely still could have a few more.
Mm-hmm. And they also could find the compass or a hint for the compass.
The other thing we could find is someone that's hungry for some bait.
Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome if there's a bait, if Zelda was bait blocked. And just a reminder, both these runners are 2, so the winner goes to the brackets and the loser goes home. So this is a big race to the finish right here. Bobbing probably has just a little bit more coverage, but it's not a lot. And Zelda or Link, depending on who you're looking for. Could be anywhere. So yeah, this is down to the wire.
jveth, not wanting to up A, decides to leave some max bombs.
Ooh, and now he's out of bounds. That's rough. Yeah. I think he was kind of hoping there'd be a bomb wall to the top of that. And with all the staircases, they're just gonna, for now, they just run past the staircase. Well, except for jveth goes and finds the blue boomerang. And no reason for that. And there is another staircase.
So Garion was half right so far. The scrap metal was a 9.
So generally what runners do is when they've killed Ganon and they're looking for Zelda or Link, depending on who's captured, they will just run through room to room to room looking for that shutter door and usually ignore any staircases, which works better for clearing fast, but you never know when the captured will be behind one of these staircases, which could happen. Ooh, I was thinking as we got into this room, 2 shutter doors, but nope.
Yeah, every time he walks into somewhere with 2 shutter doors, it's hold your breath for a second, because that could be it.
Yeah. And this is where having the book can be a little bit annoying. Trying to kill the little Patra babies or whatever they are.
Yeah, it can definitely throw off your rhythm killing Patra because you got to dodge fire at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So they are on both separate sides of 9. jveth is in a location where Bobbing didn't go, so he captured could be on either side right now.
Yeah, definitely intense. Just waiting to see who got the good luck.
I mean, I'm kind of sweating here, and I'm not even playing. Oh no, that's just the beginning. I got so excited. I thought that's just the beginning.
I did the same thing. I saw the shutters open before the room was light. I'm like, oh no!
But no, just the beginning. Oh, amazing putting in chat something I didn't know, that Zelda adjacent rooms will only have 1 shutter. I did not know that. That's useful.
Thanks a lot for that, Toaster. I didn't know that either.
There's another shutter door that does not open. And Bobby's kind of almost running himself into a corner up here, where he's kind of been in most of these rooms. Really, with Bobby, he's covered quite a bit of 9.
It's beginning to make me think that it might be segmented in one of these sets of staircases that we haven't really investigated.
Yeah, I think this one might be the boomerang that jveth is in now. Maybe not. Maybe I might be wrong. There's a lot of diamond staircases in this dungeon. It's making it hard to remember which ones are which.
Yeah, definitely. And Bobbing didn't want to deal with another Patra and decided to up A and start fresh.
And jveth is where Bobbing already was, so we know he's not going to find Zelda this way unless he goes a different way. He might, I wonder if, could be through the staircase. He's going to try to power through the Patra. We'll see if he can make it. Oh, 1 heart left.
So close, but as Toaster also pointed out, jveth did use his last key to get in there too, so that could be a thing.
Oh, this could be it. There were monsters, but she could be in here. No. No. But they haven't been up in this corner, so there's some uncharted rooms up here. And you can't bomb into a room, so it has to be a shutter door. Man, they've gone through a lot of 9. Yeah, there's still some of those rooms in the middle column that have not been gone through yet.
Yeah, there's an entire column there that hasn't been looked at.
I think jveth can probably bomb down here. There'll be a couple rooms below him yet. Oh, that's a key. He doesn't even have a key.
Key doors are not what jveth wants to
No.
see right now, because every key door is going to make him paranoid.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's a couple key rooms, or key doors to some uncharted rooms here. He's doing the ladder clip just to avoid the traps. The silver's the beast lie elsewhere. Well, thank you for that. Oh, there's the red candle, the other item. Bobbing probably killing those monsters, hoping he can get to Compass. I'm almost thinking, yeah. I'm almost thinking it almost is going to have to be in that middle row of that middle column that we haven't gone into yet.
And there's enough spaces there that could be. You have to take a staircase that you can only go upwards on or only go downwards on.
Yeah, it could be through this key door on the left, though, where Bobbing is at. I mean, I'd just go that way. He's kind of being a little more careful than he has to with these traps. He's got the red ring. Just kind of power through them. Oh, shutter door? No, 2 of them, so it can't be. I would probably go down. I think that's the best chance.
I definitely feel like down is the right play, but he's checking his map before he moves, so...
Oh, there she is! Or in his... There he is!
Get your GGs ready, guys.
And there he is! Bobbing has won. What is his official time? Official time of 109.51. And Bobbing has advanced to the bracket stage. And poor jveth. Close match, but he is unfortunately going to go home.
Yeah, never fun to see someone go home, but when jveth does find Zelda here, we want to make sure we get him a nice big set of GGs for a great close race.
Oh man, yeah, this was. I mean, they were right neck and neck, pretty much going the same places all game. Just level 9 can just be that way. You just go the right way, and that can kind of decide who wins.
And Bobbing does look like he'll be joining us for an interview here, so it'll be exciting to come in here and tell him how close this really was, too.
Mm-hmm. And one thing jveth might run into, because Zelda was behind a few key doors, he might have a rough time getting there.
Yeah, there was at least the one key door in that Chevy room with the spikes that you have to go through.
I think Zelda was about 4 rooms up of where he is now. And I think that was the only way there, it looked like.
And with that, we have Bobbing4Fries joining us. Great race, Bobbing. How you feeling about that seed?
Bobbing? Do we have Bobbing? Well, maybe he's there.
Oh, now we can hear you, yes.
All right, now we got you.
And just before that, just wanted to mention with that, jveth has officially forfeited. So definitely get some GGs in there for a really close race and some great effort by both our racers.
Yeah, that was a good one. Back and forth all game.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I felt like I was behind the whole time. I was searching for the girl there, looking at the chat the whole time, looking for that done.
Yeah, and he was doing the same. I think you entered level 9 about 1.5 to 2 minutes before jveth did.
That sounds about right.
And thanks so much for joining us, jveth. Great race. Every time I ask someone a question, their mic goes out, I guess.
No, I have local mute on.
But yeah, both you guys, that was a really close race. We were joking about it a few times. You guys were almost never more than a minute apart. Everything one person did, the other person did 30 seconds to a minute later. So that was, the lead went back and forth so many times.
Wow, yeah, I can't wait to watch because I know it was exciting on my end for sure and frustrating and all that fun stuff. So it'll be nice to watch him go through the same thing.
So how many times did I walk past Zelda?
None. You would have had to gone through at least one key door. I think where you are right now, either the room right above you or above one and to the left.
It was like one room down and 2 rooms left of Ganon,
Oh, okay.
and it was a way roundabout way that you had to get there too. It was quite a trip through 9.
Yeah, you had to go in, I think, through the top right and then move your way all the way to the left.
Okay. So the path that I had just found with all the Patras.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, definitely Patra guarded.
And
But
I
yeah,
think you might need 1 or 2 keys to even get through to there.
yeah, I kind of figured once I had ran out of keys, I was in a lot of trouble.
Because level 9 doesn't have a lot of keys to gather up.
Yeah,
And we don't know where the any key was. Nobody found out where that was at.
Yeah, thank goodness the items I needed were in the levels I found because I didn't find anything.
Yeah, and that knowledge was a huge storyline through this too, because after the book, jveth got the book first and went back and checked those hints by start. So jveth actually saw that the bow was in 8 and was looking for 8 while you were starting to peak around level 7. So that could have definitely been a huge difference maker.
So based off my notes, it's the any key was either in 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah, you don't want all those 3, and we don't know the items in any of those 3.
Okay.
I don't believe so. Yeah, we don't know which those 3 were, and those would have been, let's see, the raft, the white sword, or the Yeti key were the 3 outstanding items.
And with the way that 6 was treating, it was probably under that arrow blocking 6.
Yeah, that's why I noped out twice. The first time through, I was like, you know what? There's enough of a chance that that's the item that I might as well just get out of here. And then when I went back later, because I didn't have a whole lot of knowledge and I felt I was behind, I found that transit stair, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to run through like 5 rooms, and if I don't see a stair, I'm out of here. And that's what I did.
Yeah, we were pretty worried watching you go through there because that was after we had seen the hint for 8. We are like, oh man, every minute he's in 6 is wasting time.
Yeah, I was definitely happy to see that bow in 8.
Yeah, and on jveth's side, it looked like the only thing that was really holding back was actually finding 8, because jveth, you found level 3 and decided to leave there because it looked like you knew you were going to have to go through 8 anyway.
Yeah, I had seen the hint for 3, that 3 had heart containers. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'll just get the Triforce in 8.
But yeah, definitely both of you guys really appreciate a really close race. I'm not exaggerating when I say that we couldn't tell who was going to win at any point, because any lead either one of you had was maybe a minute at the most, and then the other one closed that gap.
Yeah, because you guys were literally like just right behind each other, going to like the same places. Like I think there was like 4 or 5 levels you guys were in at the same time.
There were even like 2 or 3 times where you both died in the same room to the same enemy.
I believe that for sure. I'm shocked that on my screen right now there's only a 7 there. I thought it was way more than 7 times.
Yeah, and I have the 11 for the 7, so.
Yeah, I pretty much went on tilt. I took a death in 1 and ran out of bombs in 1 and pretty much went on tilt. And then when I found the bow, I felt a little better and got my act together. Had a pretty good Ganon fight and then scrambled to find the girl.
But yeah, definitely a great elimination race. Definitely sorry to see jveth not moving on to the brackets, because it was definitely an exciting race here. And Bobbing, congratulations on moving on to the brackets.
Thank you. First brackets ever. Loving it.
There you go. Maybe you'll win. Then you can retire. It'll be your only brackets ever.
There we go.
Gotta retire on top, right?
Right. Well, do either of you guys have anything else to share with us or the watchers?
Not particularly. I had a blast in the tournament. I'm glad I signed up for it again this year.
Yeah, me too. I'm having a blast and ready to move on, and hopefully rattle some cages in the bracket. And thank you, Garion, for doing the restream and you guys on comms. I can't wait to watch it back and hear everything going on.
All right. Well, I think that's about it.
Yes. Thank you guys both for the race. Like Bobbing mentioned, Gary, and thank you for the restream. Tails, thank you so much for picking up tracking for us partway through. It was awesome to be joined by Chrono JJ on commentary. Real quick, I just want to run through some of the schedule for tomorrow. We have tomorrow's the 8th. We have Lana Gab versus Kadago at 1 p.m. Eastern. Matrick versus Vanny Van at 1 p.m. Eastern. Jam Evil will be playing King Doll at 2. Lady Priscillian. Oh, I'm sorry. I just mangled her name. I apologize. We'll be taking on Mad Bomber XX at 2 o'clock. Amazing Toaster, who was super helpful in chat, pointing out things that I was missing, will be facing Amasak at 4 o'clock Eastern. And then our night races will both be happening at 10 p.m. Dragon Dart versus RC Drone at 10, and OPT Lawyer will be taking on New York Rambler at 10 o'clock. So if you guys enjoyed this race, we have a lot more coming up tomorrow and the following days. So please stop by and check out some more of those.